Hi, I'm Matt.
That's Matt, apparently.
Yeah.
Why do you sound like Peter Griffin?
I'm bored. What happens?
Hey, if you're going to sound like Peter, should I try to sound like Brian?
Brian Griffin. Remember when he died?
Yes, I do remember that. I'm going to be Patrick Warburton for this review.
Shouts to Joe. Probably the best character on that show.
I like naked greased up deaf guy.
Oh my god, that was a character. Fuck.
Anyway, welcome back to Mindbreakers.
Mindbreakers.
There's this show. I've been watching this thing on YouTube where they take Family Guy episodes and take out the cutaways.
Okay.
And you can fit 3 episodes in like 16 minutes.
That's so funny. You have to send me that. I want to watch that at some point.
It's weird, but
I mean, yeah.
We have a special movie today.
Special one? Well, who?
It's an anthology.
Aww.
It's from 1982.
Aww.
It's directed by George A. Romero.
Oh, I know where this is going.
And it's written by Stephen King.
It sure is.
It is called Creepshow.
Creepshow. I haven't seen this in so long.
5 grisly tales from a kid's comic about a murdered father rising from his grave, a bizarre meteor, vengeful husband, mysterious crate's occupant, and a plague of cockroaches.
A plague of cockroaches?
Plague of the cockroaches. Now, I have seen this.
I've seen this a long time ago. It's been a while.
It's legendary.
Yeah.
Romero, you got Tom Savini's work in here.
Yeah.
Original King stories, too.
Oh, it's true. Yeah.
Because I know in Creepshow 2 there's only one King story.
Yeah.
But it's based on something from, I think, Skeleton Crew.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
It's not an original story, but whatever. It's this is one of those. We're mainly doing it, one, because we watch a lot of shit and kind of need a break. And the other part is I really want to talk about Creepshow 3.
Oh, okay.
But I feel we need to have seen 1 and 2
Sure.
to truly understand how bad Creepshow 3 is further down the line.
That makes sense.
It's why I completely forgot. Oh, it's why we watched Lost Boys. It's why Lost Boys was reviewed.
Oh, because you wanted to do.
Because we want to talk about the terrible sequels.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's jump right in.
Yeah, I'm excited to rewatch this.
Something that I actually find really interesting, because if you look at my bookshelf, I got The Haunt of Fear, Tales from the Crypt, and Vault of Horror, which is what this is heavily influenced by.
Okay. I've only seen the movie, so.
So let's watch.
Yeah, let's go. I'm excited.
I almost said Tales from the Crypt. Creepshow. Dun, 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 dun. Let's watch this.
Hell yeah.
Coming soon. Jolting tales of horror. Creepshow. From the author of Carrie, The Shining, and Cujo. And the creator of Night of the Living Dead and Dawn of the Dead. You'll scream at ghastly ghouls. Cringe at weird kids. And shiver at the doings of evil doctors.
This is going to be extremely painful, Mr. Verrill.
Creepshow will grab you, grow on you, and give you the creeps.
No, this is going to be an entirely new experience.
Creepshow, the most fun you'll ever have being scared.
So, yeah, surprising none of us, that was a very good movie.
Creepshow is very good. I enjoyed it. It was good to rewatch it again after so many years, because I've forgotten half the movie.
All I'll say is the last time I watched it, it was on VHS.
God, I think same.
This one was from this King of Horror 4-pack with a really weird assortment of movies.
But the one that had Cat's Eye on it?
It had Cat's Eye, which is another Stephen King anthology film. It had this. It had Dolores Claiborne.
Okay.
Which yes, Stephen King, not so much horror though.
Sure.
It's more like a thriller if you want to be pedantic. And then the other one was fucking Dreamcatcher. Because you gotta put it somewhere.
I guess, yeah.
There's always got to be something, like those 4-packs. You got to throw something on that no one really wants.
Yeah.
To buy on its own.
I miss those 4-packs. Those are always like good finds sometimes. Had the wackest shit on some of them.
There was one. It was Dollarama had it. It was a 2-pack, 2 games like put together.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, tangent. Then we'll talk about the movie. And I think I can't remember. I think one of them was like. Okay, I'll say this. It was a conundrum.
Okay.
Because one of the games was Arkham Asylum.
Sure.
But the other game was Duke Nukem Forever.
Huh. Okay. Not seeing the correlation, but alright, I guess.
2 random games.
I mean, at least you're getting Batman.
Yeah, but you're also getting... I didn't get it.
I don't blame you.
I didn't want to spend money on Duke Nukem Forever.
Oh, what a time that was. Good old 2011, 2010.
Yeah.
What a year for gaming. Holy shit.
Right to Hell Retribution.
Creepshow was pretty good.
Creepshow was very good. We start out with surprise. We thought there was something wrong because it just starts immediately. The movie.
There's there's like a quick fade in the movie's going.
And then Tom Atkins is yelling about his kid reading horror comics.
Yep.
And he actually gives a pretty good table of contents preview of what you're going to be seeing.
Yep.
There's the dead coming back, guys turning into weeds, cockroaches, and the monsters coming out of boxes and killing people.
Yeah.
He actually gives a pretty good table of contents.
Yeah, it's all what's going to be coming, you know?
He throws the comic away. It's called Creepshow.
Sure
it's
is.
obviously my cat's losing his fucking mind. It's obviously it's a parody of Creepshow.
Yeah.
Tales from the Crypt.
Tales of the Crypt, yeah.
It has the same setup on the cover and everything.
Has
a similar horror host.
Skeleton-looking dude in a robe.
Yeah. That actually predates the Crypt Keeper we know about.
Oh shit, does it?
Because the original Crypt Keeper was just a freaky old dude in a black robe.
Okay.
Well, blue robe, but it's always hard to tell.
Sure.
It's not until the 90s show
where it was the
skeleton dude.
Okay.
And the Tales from the Crypt.
That's cool. I didn't know it predated that. That's awesome.
There was actually a Tales from the Crypt movie made in the 70s.
Really?
Yeah, and also a Vault of Horror movie. They're similar anthology things.
Oh yeah, okay. I remember you talking. I think you talked about that once. Yeah,
we're going to be looking at those down the line. I love getting to talk about DC horror comics. They're fucking great. They're the reason the comic code existed.
Yeah.
It looks a lot like that, and that makes sense because Stephen King has frequently quoted these as an inspiration of his.
Oh yeah.
If you've ever read Night Shift, and I think I've told you to read Night Shift.
Yes, you have. I haven't read it yet, but it's near at the top of the list.
Mangler was from Night Shift.
Yeah.
Children of the Corn from Night Shift. Maximum Overdrive is from Night Shift. So many of them. But so many of the stories in that have a distinct EC Horror Comics feel to them.
Sure.
Like the original Mangler, Grey Matter has that feel. You can tell this is this guy's inspiration.
Yeah.
Both of the non-troll stories in Cat's Eye
Yeah.
are from Night Shift.
From Night Shift?
Yeah, there's the smoking one.
Okay, yeah.
And then the ledge.
Okay.
But this one, so he steals the comic book,
Throws it away,
yells about his kid, drinks a beer. Doesn't realize that getting into a massive fight with your kid and telling him he's not allowed to read is only going to make him want to read it more.
Yep.
Kid is a Dracula poster on his wall like a basic bitch.
Yep.
Rodan hanging from the ceiling.
True, yeah. Got some cool action figures in that scene.
A lot of some He-Man stuff. There's a Hulk I thought I saw.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw like a Hulk looking thing as well.
And then the creep is what the skeleton guy's called.
Just appears in the window.
And like me, and the kid's happy about it.
He's really happy about it.
And so we get like this animated opening, a lot like Spooky's head.
Yeah.
But it's also like showing scenes from what we're about to see.
Yep.
And then it fades in. The animation, it fades from the animated like comic book art to the real people for our first story, Father's Day.
Oh, that's right. That's what it was called. I remember all the other ones. I couldn't remember the first one.
So there's a bunch of people, and they're waiting for a crazy great aunt Bedelia to come over for Father's Day so they can have baked ham dinner. One of them is disturbingly Ed Harris, because this was made like around the same time as Knight Riders.
Yeah. Which
is such an interesting movie.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
Then they talk about how
their father,
Bedelia's father,
yeah,
was an asshole,
major dick,
and they think he killed her fiance.
Yes,
they talk about it being a Freudian relationship. I'm here like, do you know what that means? Because I don't think you know what. You keep using that word. I don't think it means what you think it means. It's like Freudian relationship between a father and a daughter is that it's Freudian.
Yeah.
Therefore, it means they're fucking.
Yeah.
That's Freud. Which is also hilarious how he has no game in Bill and Ted while holding a corn dog.
Oh, true, eh? Fuck.
Bill and Ted.
What a film!
A fucking summer classic.
Yep.
So she drives over. She goes to the graveyard like she always does. She always arrives at the exact same time.
6 o'clock.
She goes to his grave, to her dad's grave, and we get a flashback in a comic book frame, and him slamming his cane on the table and demanding his Father's Day cake because that's a thing.
Yeah.
I never heard of that. Outside of this movie.
Yeah, I've usually just give my dad a present and we go out to eat or something.
Yeah, give him a tie. Go. Yeah.
What do you need a cake for?
I'd usually give him turtles.
Eh?
The candy.
Yeah.
Not like actual.
Yeah, I figured.
Fucking reptiles. He likes turtles.
Yeah, turtles are good. I like turtles. Then she's drinking because
a lot. Jim Beam.
Yeah, because she hates
talking about how much of an asshole he was.
And he was.
You want your fucking cake? You called me a bitch, and then in the flashback, she whacks him in the bed with a
statue or something.
Ashtray.
That's right. He falls over, dies.
That same ashtray actually comes back in a later scene.
Oh yeah, it does, eh? Shit.
In a later skit.
Yeah.
In a later short. So she kills him. But while she's at the graveside, oh no! He rises from his grave and looks really fucking cool.
Yeah, Tom Savini.
Yeah.
Did all the.
He's basically a skeleton.
Yeah, basically.
It's the kind of story that happened a lot in the. Hell, it's a cover of both Tales from the Crypt. Is a skeleton that faces zombie rising out of a swamp.
He's looking for his cake at his Father's Day.
I want my cake.
Strangles her to death, I guess.
Yep. So Ed Harris goes out to look for her, and he falls into the grave. And then the skeleton pushes the gravestone on him at like Batman Mask of the Phantasm.
Yeah.
We it looked like he used his mind.
It looked like mind powers.
But I think it's more like he pushed it
Yeah,
to the
then it
balance
just fell
point
over,
and then looked to like,
But he like raised his hands and everything. I'm like, this zombie got mind powers? What's going on here?
It would be cool if he did.
Yeah.
Then it kills the housekeeper.
And the, is it the
And
mother?
And the mom.
Goes to look for him.
And she right around.
Right around 90 degrees. And snaps her neck like
Fuck,
it's nothing.
full 180.
Oh, true, yeah. Because head's no longer going to be on that
And
body.
so it's the daughter who's married to Ed Harris and the son who doesn't like Ed Harris. They go in and he comes
yeah, they go into the kitchen.
the zombie granddad comes out with a severed head of the mom, with frosting and candles. Like, I got my cake.
That's the end.
And then they scream. They have like black and red lines behind them, and then that's the story. Then we flip a few pages to the lonesome death of
oh yeah,
of Jordy Vernal.
I remember Jordy. Vertle sounds right, but
Yeah. Jordy Verrill.
Oh, that's it. Yeah.
And this is, long story short, there's a meteor. Stephen King touches the meteor, so he turns into a plant, and then he kills himself.
That's the whole story. Yeah.
He has some visions about like the Department of Meteors and stuff.
He's a doctor and gonna chop his fingers off.
Yeah.
And a meat cleaver.
Yep.
But the entire thing is just
His
really.
dad tells him he'll die if he takes a bath. I don't fucking understand that scene.
Because I'm assuming plants grow water.
Yeah, he pours vodka into a pitcher of milk.
A lot of people do that in this movie.
It's weird. It's a recurring gag.
It's like the Cornetto always appearing in
the Cornetto trilogy.
The Cornetto trilogy.
But this is a really simple story.
Yeah, it's more the visuals and the Stephen King looking like he's having a fucking grand old time.
Oh, he is.
Got a little buck tooth, little farmer's man.
He's just an old hillbilly.
An old hillbilly.
And we're actually pretty young back in '82.
Yeah, he looked very young in that movie.
And then the plants like expand out, and then that's the story.
Shoots himself with a shotgun, I think.
Yeah, because he has the barrel luck. It's always in. It's always bad.
Yeah. That's like literally it. He just turns into a plant and shoots himself.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, it was still, like, visually, it was really good. Because he had all the cool makeup effects.
I've seen worse stories in an anthology.
Yeah.
Thing. Like in Willie's.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck, that has so many bad stories. Like, there's actually one that wasn't in the version I watched, and thank God. Because it's just about a woman who microwaves a dog, and I don't want to fucking see that. Because they show it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
One of the stories is just like this woman orders KFC, and like one of the pieces is a rat. It's like, this isn't really what. This isn't a story. This is like.
Ew.
Something you read. Like, this is like an anecdote at best.
Yeah.
Next story is.
Is it the tide?
Something to tide you over.
Yeah.
Guys Ted Danson is screwing Leslie Nielsen's wife.
Yes.
So Leslie Nielsen shows up and like, hey, if you don't come with me, I'm gonna kill her. And Dad have his gun. So
yeah.
Let's go.
So Ted Danson goes, okay.
They go to the beach. Hey, I dug a hole. You get in the hole and you bury yourself, or I'll kill you.
Sure,
with
I'll
this gun.
just shoot you. Like, Ted Danson gets in the hole.
He buries himself. Leslie Nielsen pats it down and explains what's going to happen, and shows him on the TV that the tide's going to come in.
Yep.
And he might be able to dig himself out because the water's going to loosen the sand.
Yep.
But you got to be careful about the tide. There's a crab that shows up, and Ted Danson yells at it.
Crab.
Fucking crab.
It's a crab.
Citizen Snips.
Citizen Snips. Leslie Nielsen, gets rid of it. And he plops a big old TV with a VCR.
And a camera on him. And on the TV is the woman.
The woman who's already
having the tide come in.
Already having the tide come in. He goes, well, you see, the funny thing is that this VCR is not on plate. It's on
this on record because I want to watch this.
So this is happening right now, and you're also going to watch it happen right now. She lost a coin flip, so now you're on opposite ends of the beach. Good luck, and then he just leaves.
Yep. So needless to say, they both drown.
Yeah.
So Leslie Nielsen's chilling in his house where, for some reason, everything is video cameras.
He's a weirdo. A little bit.
He does go back to the beach and find everyone's dead, so he picks up a bucket and laughs.
He sure does.
So he goes home, and while he's home, the wet zombies, the seaweed-haired fish zombies of Ted Danson and Leslie Nielsen's wife show up and kill him.
Yep. Get a little chase scene around the house.
Yep. Shoots
him like 3 times in the head.
Don't do anything.
And it just ends with like a shot of the beach.
Like, I understand. Oh shit, it's a zombie. Shoot in head.
Yeah.
But you'd think after the first time it doesn't work. You'd be like, shit, that's alright.
I'll say this is one that I think I enjoyed the premise a lot more of. Just because, like, that's just scary shit.
It reminds me a lot of one of the stories from Cat's Eye as well. The Ledge.
Oh, yeah.
It's a similar premise to The Ledge, but with some supernatural elements.
Yeah, for sure. But it was good. I liked it. It was funny seeing Leslie Nielsen play the bad guy after seeing him in like Naked Gun and Airplane.
True. I've seen him play the sort of the bad guy in Dracula Dead and Loving It.
Yeah.
Which I cannot recommend. It's not a good movie.
But this is a fun one. I like this one.
I'd go so far as to say it might be Mel Brooks' worst.
Yeah.
Like from a comedy standpoint.
Yeah, I also
personally
agree.
I don't find Blazing Saddles that funny.
Yeah, it's also not one of my favorites.
It's like, yeah, it's shocking that there's all the racy stuff and the off-color humor, but that's only really... The thing with shock humor is it only really hits once.
Yeah.
Well, the Producers I can watch over and over again. Men in Tights I can watch over and over again. Spaceballs I can watch over and over again. But
I love History of the World.
Yeah.
Part 2. That's always fun.
So tell me there's not a part 1.
That was a joke recently. I don't know if it was like an April Fool's thing or not. They were talking about it. But the fucking line, the city is crawling with Romans, gets me all the time. Because there's just a bunch of Romans crawling on the streets.
I do find it, like, people are like, well, what do you mean I can't tell these jokes and stuff? Mel Brooks says that. Yeah, Mel Brooks tells these jokes about the Nazis. But he did survive the Holocaust.
Yeah.
It's kind of different for you to just yell the N-word at people.
Yeah.
Alright?
Spaceballs I could also watch all the time.
I love Men in Tights.
Men in Tights is my favorite, but...
My perfect Robin Hood movie would be everything about it is Prince of Thieves, except with Carrie Elway's Robin.
Who the fuck played him in Prince of Thieves?
Kevin Costner.
That's right, yeah.
Without a British accent.
Yep, that's right.
But oh my god, Alan Rickman.
Yeah, I say Alan Rickman was the bad guy, right?
Yeah, he's...
Yeah.
No shit, he's Alan Rickman.
I mean, yeah.
Then there was The Crate.
I like The Crate.
Crate's cool.
The Crate had a cool monster.
Cool monster.
Premise.
It's Fluffy. Fluffy's fucking famous.
Yeah, it's...
You can see him in exhibits.
Yeah.
A surprisingly ugly Adrienne Barbeau. Well done on the makeup.
Yeah, it was...
Because, like, back in the 80s, Adrienne Barbeau she was fucking gorgeous.
Yeah.
But they made... It's the personality that gets it across, too, I find.
Which,
she's
you know...
so fucking unlikable in this.
Yeah, and Adrienne Barbeau, great actress.
So voice of Catwoman.
Yeah, so she could just play a snarky little misfit. Is there a weird party happening?
Yep. She does voice acting in The Thing as well.
Really?
Yeah, she's the chess computer.
Oh shit! Really? I didn't know that.
She beats Kurt Russell.
That's so funny.
And so he does what we've all felt like doing while playing certain video games before. Opened the thing, poured his scotch in. Cheating bitch.
Oh, shouts to The Thing.
It's a perfect movie.
Yeah. We covered that, right?
Oh, yeah. Episode 250. Fuck, we're past episode 300.
Yep.
Oh, God.
Yep.
Oh my god! All right, that was a moment. So the crate. It was this like academic party. The janitor finds a box, so he calls one of the docs down.
Yeah.
Adrian Barbeau's husband keeps he fantasizes about shooting her in the face with a revolver, and then everyone at the Starbucks
everyone just tumbler clapped. Oh, the visions are so funny.
I made that joke, and then it happened, and Matt couldn't handle it.
Because I forgot they clapped. Everyone was just like, good job. You did it. We all wanted to.
So the janitor finds this box from June 8th or 18th? June 18th. 1834, I believe.
Yeah,
An Arctic expedition. Which is kind of similar to the plot of this old Peter Cushing and Christopher Lee movie called Horror Express.
Oh, fuck, yeah, okay.
So I actually looked it up during the movie to see if the creature from that looked similar.
Mm.
No.
Ah, sad.
Because I was thinking, was that a reference?
Yeah, it would have been neat, but interesting. I do remember that now, yeah.
1972, I think they came out. I have it. It's part of the, you said the Price Lee collection?
Oh, yeah.
It's one of the movies on there.
Cool.
So yeah, inside the box is Fluffy, is a fucking monster. He kills the janitor.
He rips his arm off first, and then he kills him.
Eats him.
And the doc is just like, what the fuck?
Tells a guy who looks a lot like, I don't know if I've seen him specifically in anything, but he looks a lot, he has the face that you've seen in other movies.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Like, he's an extra that shows. It's like that guy who shows up who's in Die Hard and Big Trouble in Little China, the Asian guy.
Oh,
with the long hair.
Yeah.
Who I think played Genghis Khan in Bill and Ted.
Maybe.
He just pops up everywhere. There's certain, extras who just pop up in every movie.
You feel like that's just him?
He's one of those. He has a minor role in this. He goes, sees the blood, gets eaten by the monster too.
Thinks the doc killed the guy because, the doc ran out saying, he's dead. Covered in blood.
So Adrienne Barbeau and her husband go home. Gets a call from Dexter. He's like, oh my god, there's this thing, I need to talk to you. So he comes over. Puts aspirin in, puts sleeping pills in his...
Because he tells him the story about the monster in the crate.
So he goes to check, he cleans up all the blood.
Left his wife a note.
A note about, he had this, indiscretion with some school student of his. She's like, ooh, I need to see the costume. So she goes over.
Before pouring a glass of milk and pouring in vodka.
Which he takes in the car.
Which he takes with her.
I get putting it in a bottle, but you have a glass in the... Alright.
Bring that shit with her, yo.
So he sets a trip so the monster can kill her. It doesn't.
It doesn't.
Until it does.
Until it does.
And then he cleans up all the bodies, locks Fluffy in the crate, and throws him in a quarry.
Yep.
And then he goes to talk with Dex. That's the guy, the other doctor's name.
Yeah.
So it's all taken care of. You don't tell anyone. I don't tell anyone. We're all good.
There's no evidence. I cleaned up everything. The monster's gone.
Are you sure it won't come back? Oh, it's drowned at the bottom of the quarry, and then we see the box and the yellow eyes inside open.
Yeah.
We also, flipping through the comics, the comic, we see a lot of those X-ray specs.
Yeah, classic comic book ads.
Muscle, the muscle building
stuff,
thing,
yeah.
and of course the voodoo doll. We flip past that really quickly. Then we're at the final story. They're creeping up on you.
Hey, they sure are.
Where it's an asshole.
Asshole scientist? Question mark?
No, just business guy.
This business guy?
You
look like a mad scientist.
He's a germaphobe.
He sure is.
Who's in this white apartment with a computer and a garbage disposal thing, and he kills a bug with bug spray.
Yep.
Kills a cockroach. Warning for this story: if you are afraid of insects, stop watching At the Crate. Do not watch this one.
You fast forward this one a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm afraid of insects, but this one is so overblown that I was okay with it until the end of this story.
Yeah.
That's the part that creeps me out a little bit.
But basically, he's acquired a company. The wife, the owner of that company, kills himself. The wife calls him, threatens his life. He laughs about it.
Says he can't fire him because he's dead.
Yeah, a lot of bugs show up. A lot of cockroaches.
Yeah, like one of the cockroaches is the cockroach he killed.
Yeah.
It's gone now and he came back.
He pours out a box of oatmeal and there's cockroaches in that.
Because he blended up like the nuts or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And there was one in that too. And then his place is just covered in cockroaches.
There's a the desk guy comes up, say, give me a 24-hour exterminators. All right, people like black people get well in the service industry.
People of color.
And there's a blackout, and that guy gets stuck in the elevator. And then just legions of fucking cockroaches.
There's nothing but cockroaches for the next 3 minutes.
And then he goes into his like super panic room. That's also full of cockroaches.
Yeah.
And so he screams. You see the roach border around him.
Yeah, you start seeing like him taking off his shirt because it's like basically like hyperventilating, I guess, because he's a germaphobe.
So it's a bit later. The black guy's knocking at the door.
Powers back.
He say, "Hey, Mister, what's your name?" And then we see him in his panic room, and then he's dead. Then his body starts moving.
And there's no cockroaches in the room.
No, but there are cockroaches pour out of his mouth and his chest and his ears and his eyes and his nose.
Yeah.
And then the whole room fills up with cockroaches.
Yep.
And then
that's the last comic book story.
And then we have Tom Atkins sitting at the breakfast. We have at the breakfast table after a garbage truck comes by with some dude and Tom Savini. And they pick up the comic book.
Flipping through it.
And say, comic book. My kid likes these things.
I'll do the X-ray glasses. Don't get those.
Just put black circles around your eyes.
Oh,
the voodoo doll. Someone already ordered the voodoo doll. We can't get that.
I thought like the Savini character would like knock the comic book out of his hand, being like, "Get rid of this stuff." We got back. No, he's with it. He's
Tom Savini.
He's going along with it. I love it.
Tom Savini read those too.
Yeah. Then you cut back to the dad
eating breakfast. I keep getting like a stabbing pain in my neck.
Yeah, it's
and
weird.
We see the kid stabbing the voodoo doll from the comic with a
his
pin.
throat starts closing up. He can't breathe.
Teach you to throw out my comics.
Then you get a little smile for the last stab and then credits.
Yep.
Kid killed his dad.
Yep.
Potentially. Probably.
Potentially.
We don't know. It ends. This is a fun movie. I like this one.
It was great.
I feel like some of the shorts go on a little bit too long.
Yeah, that's a problem. It goes on a little too long for what they're trying to replicate.
Yeah.
Because a lot of like these EC horror comic stories are shock ending.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Like the Tide one went on a bit It went on for a while, but I get like Leslie Nielsen, like fucking torturing the guy, so I get it.
I felt a way like this is going to be. I'm talking about ways you could improve this movie, which is a very touchy subject because this is a beloved fucking masterpiece.
And it's really good. Don't
this
get me wrong.
This movie is amazing.
It's amazing.
But I feel it would have helped to have more of the creep.
Yes.
To have the horror host introduce the stories.
Yeah, because they just happen one after the other.
I mean, you can read his introduction if you buy the comic book adaptation.
Okay.
He's in that's all there, but.
This is still a really solid movie. It's got a lot of fun in it. Like you can tell, like some of the actors had like a really good time with it.
To really get the EC horror comics feel, you need to have the prose story.
Yeah.
About the man who's already killed a man, and he takes his body to the quicksand and drops the body in the quicksand to hide it, but oh no, he's in the quicksand too when he dies. And I'm not joking, like 80% of the prose stories I have read in the EC Horror Comics book are that. It keeps happening.
No, this one was really enjoyable. I like this one. This one's just really good. It's a fun time. It's Creepshow.
George Romero, Stephen King.
Stephen King's having a good time. Romero directed this extremely well. Like, the shots in this movie and the lighting are very good.
It's really good. Like, you have the panel and panel thing.
Yeah,
it's going
it's
for the
got
comic book look a lot.
Yeah, for like that early 80s feel, like, this is really good.
I think
really
some of
like
the Hulk stuff tried for that, too.
I think so.
I know the Ang Lee Hulk did that.
Yes.
I think, like, the some of the show did it.
Probably. I don't remember the show too much.
I think one of the Captain America movies.
Probably.
Those are terrible.
Those are bad. There's two of them that we watched.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
One had Christopher Lee.
It sure did. Oh my god, it did.
Anyway, I'm glad we enjoyed this. Because next week we're probably not going to enjoy ourselves so much. Because we're watching another Puppet Master.
This is news I've been dreading to hear.
I honestly didn't think I was giving you this Puppet Master.
It's all good.
I am sorry.
What was the last one I watched?
Curse of the Puppet Master.
That's right.
It's where that dude is made into a puppet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See you next time, I guess.
I was back in the
bad
remote days.
Those are bad days.
I like those days.
They were fun. We watched a lot of shit.
Titanic 2.
It started with Titanic 2.
Yeah. It was the first one we did
It was
remotely.
The first one we did remotely.
Did we do Bionicle 2?
Oh shit, did we do that one remotely?
Yeah, I think
I
so.
think
we did
so.
Bionicle 1.
That was the last one we did.
Yeah.
When we recorded together. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Which was really fucked to think that was like 3 years ago. Like in time of recording.
Fuck.
Like, think about that.
Wow.
It was a long time ago. And then we just had the quarantine area where we had to do everything remotely. But we watched some good stuff too.
Yeah.
It's a Thing. Thing was good.
Thing was good. Escape from New York.
Escape from New York, we
my
did.
favorite movie of all time.
Yeah.
But yeah, next time, Puppet Master. So, see you then.
See ya.
Apologies in advance to Matt.
I'll deal with it.
Ciao.
Bye.